I'm at the National Portrait Gallery in London for the last weekend of the Six Lives exhibition on the Queens of Henry VIII. Welcome to 4 Minute Family History.
The exhibition ran from the 20th of June to the 8th of September 2024. We see the names of the 6 women, and they've been given one word to describe each of them. Anne Boleyn, the reformer. Then we come to a room of 6 black and white photographs. They were taken in 1999 by Hiroshi Sugimoto of the 6 waxworks in Madame Tussauds. They're black and white images and they're quite striking. Here's Anne Boleyn, famous because of her pendant with the letter B. And this is Anne Boleyn's B necklace, which you can buy, but did she actually ever wear it? Who knows? This is a costume design for Anne Boleyn from the BBC TV series The Six Wives of Henry VIII from 1970 by John and Anne Bloomfield. Charlotte Rampling played Queen Anne Boleyn in this. But the oranges and the browns, that's a really striking image, isn't it? I don't think the sleeves are correct, are they? But got the French hood there. This is one of the kings and queens of England, which is in the Palace of Westminster under Big Ben, from when there was the fire. This costume, though, is incorrect because they based it on a portrait that was not actually of Anne Boleyn, so the costume is completely wrong. If you ever go on a tour of the Houses of Parliament, though, you can see all 6 of the wives looking down at you. Your Grace shall see how I keep my promise. We go into the Anne Boleyn room. This is the famous image of Anne Boleyn, dating from the end of the 16th century. It's not known exactly when it was painted. Is this really what she looked like, though? Did she wear a B? It's a bit different to the Hever Rose portrait, and Anne Boleyn's likeness is rather uncertain to an extent. Thomas More, who was executed in 1535. He was a lawyer, judge, philosopher, author. He was Lord Chancellor to Henry VIII. He refused to acknowledge the separation of England from Rome and the foundation of the Church of England, and he lost his life. Henry VIII always liked to get his way. Here we have a medal and a miniature. The medal is the only known authenticated likeness of Anne Boleyn from her lifetime. It dates from 1534 and is made of lead, and it's in the British Museum usually. The face has been damaged, but there is an engraving of it from before the damage took place. We come to Thomas Cromwell, made famous by Wolf Hall. He was a bit of a shadowy character, and now he's much more in the public awareness, in Tudor history. Many more people know about him. This is a 17th century version of the Holbein painting from 1532-3. And the design on the fabric behind him on the wall, that has been recreated by Hever Castle in the Boleyn apartments. There's also this miniature of a woman, and there are 2 versions of it. Again, it's by the Horenbout workshop, and it's thought it could be Anne Boleyn. If you look at the 2 of them together, the medal and the miniature, you certainly can see some similarities, but there's also differences, and it's different to the other portraits we have of Anne Boleyn that are later, so we just don't know for sure. I am an R over this as to whether it's her or not. At the time of making this video, I think it isn't, but you never know how your mind can be changed as you look at something more and more. This is the 1920 silent film Anne Boleyn, directed by Ernst Lubitsch. I love the faces and how they're conveying things without dialogue. And seeing this highlighted a real different part of Anne Boleyn's story, the end, where she is about to be discarded and replaced by Jane Seymour. Look at the devastation here as she realises what's happening. I'm not usually a fan of Victorian depictions of past historical events, but this one really did leap out of me. It is the arrest of Anne Boleyn at Greenwich by David Wilkie Wynfield, who died in 1887, and this is in the Royal Armouries Museum in the Tower of London. What I find particularly striking about it is how she is standing up, holding that napkin to her chest, her face looking shocked and in disbelief. She had it all, and then she lost everything. Anne Boleyn was executed in May 1536. 4 Minute Family History has long videos, but it also has edited down 4-minute videos that you can watch if you quickly want to watch the story. This is the channel's playlist on Anne Boleyn's father's burial, Thomas Boleyn, in St Peter's Church at Hever. The link is in the description. I've also been researching the tomb of Anne Boleyn's mother, Elizabeth Howard, in St Mary at Lambeth. 4 Minute Family History is about all aspects of genealogy and family history. So do subscribe if you want to follow these stories and others if you enjoy finding out about the past.